Hi, everybody. I'm Joel, compulsive eater. I weigh and measure 3 meals a day off the gray sheet, committed to my sponsor. Abstinence is the most important thing in my life. Um, my abstinence date is 31 October 1995. So this is my anniversary month. Um, it's also my birthday month. So gives me the opportunity to have a little bit of reflection. And what do I reflect on? So I reflect on who I am, where I'm going. I'm an old guy. Uh, I'm 75 years old. Um, Way beyond my years. As a compulsive eater, my lifespan should be 50, 60 years. Somehow I'm out here to 75. Um, every year around my birthday, I have my physical exam as kind of a birthday present to myself, so that whatever I find out, at least I'm finding out what my state of health is. And because I weigh and measure 3 meals a day, my health is relatively good. Like I say, if I wouldn't not be weighing and measuring 3 meals a day, I wouldn't be here. Not just at this meeting, I wouldn't be on this earth. Um, I was, let me check that. I am a compulsive eater. Um, I have not been cured from my compulsive eating. Um, I am from earliest memories and pictures that I have as being 2 or 3 years old, chubby. Um, or what? So when you're a young boy, you're chubby. When you're a little bit older, you become husky, and then you get to be broad boned. And those are the stages of life that the names, the euphemisms that I went through, that were part of the shame of being a compulsive eater from the time I was, as I say, I don't remember not being a compulsive eater. Um, I My parents owned a restaurant, which didn't help, but it wouldn't have mattered. I at a young age was able to um, work the cash register. So I'd be in the restaurant and help my parents, and I'd work the register, at the age of 7, 8, 9. And I did it for um, two reasons, none of which had to do with helping my parents. The two reasons I did it was, one, I could steal money from the cash register so that I could go and buy, so that I could go to the local market and buy and feed my addiction. And the other thing I could do is, right next to the cash register was a little bakery cabinet. And I discovered at an early age that there were often crumbs in there that I could pick out and eat, um, at a slight, and then, of course, the crumbs that happened to be there were never enough. And so I would reach in and make my own crumbs, and then I would eat those. Um, and then lie about it. And it was the lying and shame that I carried with me still to this day. Um, I've had success with dieting. When I was in the fifth grade, between the fifth and sixth grade, I was prescribed amphetamines by my doctor, and I lost a lot of weight. And it that made me think that the issue was weight, because I I lost this weight, and all of a sudden I was invited to parties, and I was doing things and I was passing as normal. Um, but being a compulsive eater is not normal. There's no other way to say it, right? The things that I did with food, um, the way it warped my life and my sense of being were were really profound. And you can't do something on a daily basis. Thank you, Anna. You can't do something on it, not just daily, consistently throughout the day, which is how I dealt with food. Um, my just before I first got abstinent, um, I would take my dogs for the walk in the morning, but before I would take them to the park, I would stop at the bakery, and then I would let them out of the car at the park. That's taking the dogs for a walk, right? Then I would come back to the. Then I would get them back in the car, go back to the bakery, get more stuff, go home and have breakfast, and then on the way to work, I would make two or three stops. Um, that was before I first got abstinent. I got abstinent and lost a lot of weight, but and went to a lot of meetings and discovered what life could be like with some distance from the addiction. Um, but then I drifted away from the program. And what's one of our sayings? Meeting makers make it. Uh, I wasn't going to meetings. I drifted away. And guess what? I drifted away from my abstinence. I remember the first really non-abstinent meal that I had was, that thing between two slices. And my daughter had never seen me eat that kind of carb because I had been abstinent for a while. And she saw me take a bite and she gasped. Um, Thanks, Anna. Um, so today I'm not cured. Today, and little ways that I know I'm not cured. Um, I have waiting for me for breakfast one of those red fruits that we have, and I I know exactly how much it weighs. I'm real happy at how much it weighs. I I don't know other people who do it except the people that I'm looking at right now. Um, so I'm not cured, but I have the opportunity to heal one meeting at a time, one meal at a time, one day at a time. I have the opportunity to um, kind of put my ego aside just a little bit, um, to put my uh, compulsive thoughts aside. I have the opportunity to prepare a meal, eat my meal, and then live life on life's terms. Um, and living life on life's terms is not easy. Um, it's sometimes easier to, hide under the blanket of whatever our favorite bag of stuff was. But ultimately, you have to come out from there and then you have to deal with the consequences. Today, thank God, and by the grace of this program and the help of all of you, I have the opportunity to deal with life on life's terms. I have the opportunity to work. I have the opportunity to walk my dog. I have the opportunity to talk to my children. I have the opportunity to see myself aging and see myself lose some of the abilities that I've had. And that's scary. Um, I have two options. I can submerge myself and die a slow, painful death, or I can sit in the sunlight of the spirit and feel that warmth and just go through things a day at a time. Um, just like I go through my meals. I'll weigh and measure my responses, and a day at a time, with your help, with God's help, um, we'll get through it. Um, so, um, again, without this program, I'd be dead. Without this program, even if I was not physically dead, I would be mentally dead. And um, I'm not today. Today, I have the opportunity to live a life that is second to none, a life that has joy, a life that has heartache, and a life that has wonderment, and a life that has fear. And that is perhaps one of the greatest gifts of this program, as well as being with all of you. And with that, I'll pass.